Hey guys, and welcome. Oh, ow. I just hit my hand on the sink. Welcome to our new channel. I just want to give you guys a quick welcome to the channel, More with Morrows. Well, let me backtrack. If you haven't seen our announcement video yet on our vlogging channel, whatever you want to call it. I hate calling it a main channel, but if you haven't seen that video yet, I'm going to be leaving a link down below. It kind of explains what this channel is going to be. Basically, the name of the channel is what it's going to be. Just everything else, more with us, and mainly DIY and cleaning videos. I hope you guys are just excited as we are. Our first project, if you can tell from the title of the video, is going to be do-it-yourself Shiplap, which is another reason why I'm in the bathroom right now, because it is finished. I can't wait to show you guys. Me and Frank are going to show you guys how to do it from beginning to end on how to do your own shiplap. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys are excited for these videos, give this video a thumbs up. Thank you guys, and I hope you enjoy.
Alright, so for today's DIY project, you're going to need a couple of things. You're going to need a table saw, an air compressor, a nail gun, a Dremel tool, a tool for removing your baseboards and quarter round, tape measure, a hammer, jigsaw or skill saw, and also you'll need some pliers to be able to pull the nails out of the baseboards, and also a caulk gun. So whenever you get around like the pipes for the plumbing, we're going to have to cut it out. That way we can slide them up on there instead of doing it on your big saw, which is going to be really hard to do. Take the more like skilled saws and just kind of either cut them out. That way you can take it and put it on the wall and it fits perfectly. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about when I get to it.
We'll show you each tool when it's for in the process. The most important part, we haven't even talked about the actual shiplap.
So here it is in all its glory. It is unfinished. So that means I'm going to have to...
Primed,
it
but
is
unfinished.
Primed, but unfinished. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go get some nice white paint and finish painting it.
So these you can find at Home Depot in the lumber section.
They come in 8-foot sections or 12-foot sections, but I'm going to have to cut them down because our section is only going to be about 6 feet.
Right, so depending on the area that you're putting the shiplap,
so
keep that in mind.
Like the longer ones, which they actually did not have enough of a shorter one, so we had to buy some long ones, so I'm going to have some wasted.
Yes,
stuff.
but what's really cool about this is that they overlap.
So you're going to want to make sure whenever you're putting them on the wall itself that they're very flush with each other. To the base of the floor, you got to take the molding off. So you got to cut the top bead of the caulk. That way you can get your tool behind there and pop the boards off. But since this whole room has the baseboard, we got to take all of it off. You got to take this side off, that side, and this side. For it to be even in the corners, we're going to have to cut some of the side off. That way it can be pushed back this way, because it's going to make a difference in the wall. So once there's a difference in the wall, this is going to throw your baseboards off. So you got to trim them to fit. I finally got all the baseboards removed from the floor. Now it is time to start getting everything ready outside, getting my saw set up, getting some measurements for this first board, because you got to make sure this thing is absolutely level right here. And that's going to be a little bit time consuming, but as soon as we get that done, we're going to start working up the wall, and all of this is going to be done before you know it.
So you already measured the bathroom. How long is the wall that we are putting the shiplap on?
It's 65 3/4, I believe, which I'm gonna have to go back and look at it again after I get this fully set up.
All right, so this is the current situation right now. We have a sink, part of the toilet in our entryway, and the bathroom has been completely taken apart. Baseboards, mirror, the only thing left is the light.
So one thing that I am proud of the builders for doing was making our floor level, because that makes it so much easier for us to start from the bottom and work our way up. But right now what I want to do is find the studs that are back here in the wall. That way I can go ahead and mark them, make them level. That way I don't have to like guess wherever I'm going to use my nail gun at.
Brought out the handy dandy nail gun.
Yeah, this is going to be
The first
fun.
board is down there.
Yeah, the first board's down there. We may or may not have had a little accident.
A little oopsie. Cue to the
So,
finish. No. Should I?
These things, I'm telling you, like you probably could see the look on my face. I was like, oh, that's great. But these are like pop valves, and they're supposed to be like easier for you to use. That way, in case you have like a little emergency, you can just cut them off. When I popped it, I closed it. When I put the board down, I popped it back open.
It's all good now. It's all good. It's all good.
It looked like it rained in here.
It's all good. It did. This is going to be the tricky part. Going around the toilet and the sink and also the window. Because we're keeping it on, right? We're not taking...
We're keeping this on. And what I'm going to do whenever I get up here is I'm going to cut the boards to match. And that way it looks seamless as possible. It's going to be so hard, because even once I get over here, it's going to be so difficult, which I'm up for it. Are you up for it? So I measured from the wall to the pipe that's feeding for the toilet, and that's where I got this measurement, and that's where I marked it. But wanting to make it perfect, two of the shiplap boards is overall 10 inches. So the hole itself to the top of the hole is 10 inches. When I was doing the rest of my math, I'm going to need to cut 3 and I think 3/4 out of this board from the top down. That way, whenever you come in, we're going to have to do the same thing and slide it up underneath it, and it would work. And then whenever the cover goes back, it's going to cover everything.
Right. So I guess depending if you have like the wall that you're choosing, if it has like piping, just be mindful of that. If you're lucky and you don't have to worry about that, then you're all good.
Yeah, because this has been the most tedious thing. Now that I've got this level, I think I've cut, like, I haven't cut yet. So I think that I have measured this at least 15 times to make sure that I got it right. But I'm gonna do it one more time just to make sure. But then after that,
You have to worry about that over there now.
we gotta do the big monstrosity of a thing over here. But officially the next day, it got really late on me last night. So I ended up just like calling it quits for the night. But this morning I've already been kind of working on my next piece. But here's what I've kind of ran into. So for the window trim, I had to take it off, but that means that there's like an inch gap. So there's like a little gap at the top, which I'm gonna work on that as soon as I cut this other piece. But other than that, it seems to be going really well this morning. As soon as I get past this window frame, it should be smooth sailing. So stick around.
Everything. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Okay. The sides, got some fine kids in the back, some crying, and now he's just filling in the nail holes.
And talk about like a slow process.
Oops, not focused. There we go.
This is a slow and tedious process because you got to get it all on there. Then you got to go back and wipe it off. That way, whenever you paint it, it won't look weird and it's all smooth.
Are you sanding?
Huh?
Are you gonna sand them down or no?
No, you shouldn't have to sand them down. But I mean, if I need to, I'll rough over it and sand it down a little bit.
And then also filling in, he's not done over here, but also filling in all the open spaces as well.
We did have one big uh-oh.
What was the uh-oh?
I fell off the ladder and broke the light.
Which one? Oh, it's on this piece, it's the other piece. So when we go to Lowe's, we're just going to get a new light fixture because we were talking about getting a new one anyways because we're going to put a different mirror in here as well.
So the only thing that I am worried about is I made these holes for the light.
So I guess it will depend on the light that we get.
Yeah, which I can always like fill it in and repaint it. It's not that big of a deal, but
at least it's there just in case.
I was there and I was like, you know, why not ruin a good light and just step on it?
It's okay. It happens.
It happens. 90% done.
90%. The only thing left is to paint.
Paint and put the stuff back in here. Put the sink back in here.
Put the mirror in the light fixture.
Thank goodness. This is taking forever.
It's worth it though. I can't wait for you guys to see the after. And the toilet's back. Did we show that yet? The toilet's back. And the baseboards. Did you show the baseboards?
No. So that was tricky.
Yeah, because he ended up having to trim one of the side because obviously after all of them, because obviously the shiplap is off the wall more, so it's not going to fit the same before. So he had to trim some pieces, and you just put the bottom base on the shiplap wall, right? Yes. I think it looks 10 times better than trying to put it would just look weird with like the rest of the baseboard, like the
part with there. That little the actual baseboard part, and just putting the quarter round down made it 10 times better.
Looks 10 times better, yeah.
So in essence of me being lazy, I was sitting on the toilet seat, filling in the nail holes. I moved the wrong way and I broke the toilet seat. Chalk up something else to get on the list.
Can't ever have anything nice.
Hey.
Alright, so what are we doing now?
So now we were trying to find a replacement light for the light that I busted.
Yes, and there's many options. I say I really like these like industrial looking ones, like that one, or those two.
The three?
Or the three?
I want to keep like the three.
Or even, the only thing about the glass is it gets really dusty and it's hard to clean. I think that would go really good with the shiplap and also the mirror that we're gonna put in there. And this is, how much is the one with the three?
$89.
89.
So our price is going up just a little bit.
Yeah, I know. Now we're...
That's just because like I've broken things along the way.
So let's say if you have a perfectly good working light, then you're good. You don't have to worry about all this extra expenses. So we talked things over. We're gonna go with the 2 lights. I think for the half bath, I think if we were to get those for like our bathroom, then yeah, we'd probably get 3. So we're gonna go with the two light vanity. And on the plus side, it's cheaper and on sale. Or we could go super bougie and get some crystals with the low price of $120. Of the shiplap in our bathroom, and now I want it everywhere. I told Frank I want the whole fireplace in shiplap, I want the laundry room in shiplap, like I want everything in shiplap. And just like that, we have a baby with us, but I absolutely love it. Please, 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 please let us know if you decide to do this anywhere in your house. If you do, make sure to tag us on Instagram and we would love to see it. I'd love to see it. I think we forgot to mention that this was a 2-day project. So it did take a little bit of time for just one wall. Before we were thinking about doing the whole bathroom, but like half of it. But I really love just this one wall of shiplap. I think it looks amazing. And then this mirror actually came from our bedroom because I have other plans for our bedroom, and then everything else of course was already here. But I hope you guys enjoyed this first video on the channel. Please give us a thumbs up if you did. It kind of shows us that you guys are going to enjoy this, or you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Frank's working today, or else he would be here saying bye to you guys. But I just want to say love you guys, and we'll see you in the next one.